all of the major problems that we have in the world, and disaster management is one of them, or it can be the consequence of many others. They're very complex in nature, and they can't be solved by one actor of society alone. It can't be just the government, just the business community, or the civil society that solves all these problems. So it can't be either a country alone that solves all of these problems. So in other words, I really believe in this, in creating platforms that bring multi-stakeholder groups of people together. And I think in the context in which we are, and in the context of this event, I think that means establishing cross-border collaboration, as well as cross-sectoral collaboration. I think we need the expertise of the scientific community, and we also need the expertise of entrepreneurs and business people in order to get things done. And I think we also need, government policy to support the emergence of that framework. Well, I think this is a great example today of what China can do, and by creating a platform and inviting international participants and speakers to an event like this, they're showing leadership, by such an act, I think. Now, I think this can be reproduced at maybe a more massive scale on one hand, and also can be reproduced in specific circles of influence in China and across the world. But I think this is very true for China, where the elite can be engaged in such a process. And I think that China is obviously an amazingly important role to play in terms of showing to the rest of the world what this collaborative leadership can be about. We are at the moment where we have enormous power in the world. We have more power through technology, through all sorts of communications technology, etc. We have more power than we've ever had in the past, and we are also at a junction, maybe, in the world, in how we conduct world affairs, because this power enables us to actually have a great impact on the future, and it can be positive or negative. So China is as a country that is still emerging, has the potential to have an amazing impact on that junction. They can take all of these good things that we've developed, all of this science, this technology, all of the wisdom that we've accumulated throughout the years, and use that to shift us a little bit towards the direction of sustainable development. So they can be, they can show the way, and I think that's the message that is inspiring.